50%. 6 of 9 from the free throw line, 67%. The defenders were led in scoring today by Lucas Lorenzen with 20 points. Ty Vanessa ends with 17, 14 for Xavier Van Beek, 15 for Ben Fairclaw, Bryce Kopic, Connor Milliken with 9 each, Luke Rankin with 8, 4 for Jake Hargens, 2 for Ben Leverud, 1 for Tyler Prince, 3 for Jackson Lusher, 3 for Tyson Bohr, 3 for Caden McLaughlin for their total of 108. Lucas Lorenzen led with 7 rebounds, 5 rebounds for Jake Hargens, 4 for Jackson Lusher, 5 for Luke Rankin. Rankin also had 6 assists. Jake Hargens had 4, Shane Hogsma had 2, Jackson Lusher had 2, Dylan Skopp had 3. Ben Fairclaw credited with 3 blocked shots. For the Doane Tigers, 13 points for Johnston, 10 for Binder, 8 for Tim, 7 for Rabick, 4 for Renshaw. They were led in rebounding by Cooper Sheldon with 5. Let's turn the page now and get into the women's broadcast. The women's basketball team. The women's basketball game featuring a Dordt team that is 12-0 in the conference, 17-1 overall against a Doane team that is 8-5 in the conference and 13-6 overall. The defenders were victorious in the most recent outing, winning over Briarcliff 94-78 on Wednesday. Dordt led 23-12 after a quarter, 50-28 at the half. Carly Gustafson, 22 points and 10 rebounds. Gracie Schoenhoven had 19 points. Macy Sievers had 11 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists, and 3 steals. Doane defeated Midland 74-60 on Wednesday, led 37-32 at halftime and extended the lead 59-46 after 3 quarters. Matt Catcliffe had 23 points and 5 rebounds. Riley Ice had 18 points. Kaylee Clover ends with 13. For the Doane Tiger women, they are 7-2 in their last 9 games. They have league losses this year to Concordia, Morningside, Northwestern, Dakota Wesleyan, and Dordt. They're outscoring teams 80-72 and shooting 45% from the floor. Mac Hatcliffe leads the team with 23.7 points per game. Dordt leads this series 22-18, but has won 12 of the last 13. 2 teams played in December this year, with Dordt winning that game 86-69 after leading 45-28 at halftime. For the Dordt defenders, 17-1, 12-0 in the conference. They started the year with 12 wins in a row, lost to South Dakota State, have now won 5 in a row since then. They're outscoring teams 84-59. They are led in scoring by Bailey Backman with 12.9 points per game. Carly Gustafson is at 12.8 points per contest. Here's your starting lineup for the Doane Tigers. They will start number 12, Maddie Portwine. Maddie Portwine averaging 7.6 points per game. She's a 5'11 junior from York, Nebraska. Number 21 is Libby Troche. She is not in the starting lineup. Mac Hatcliffe will be in the starting lineup. She's a 5'7 junior from Beatrice, Nebraska, averaging 22.7 points per game. Number 33 is Riley Rice, 5'9 sophomore from Chapman, Nebraska, averaging 12.3 points per game. And number 44 is Kaylee Clover, a 5'11 junior from Blue Springs, Nebraska, averaging 9.6 points per game. For the defenders, it'll be Macy Sievers, a 5'8 sophomore from Storm Lake, averaging 10.5 points per contest. Bailey Backman wears number 13. She is a 5'5 senior from Panora, Iowa, averaging 12.9 points per game. Number 30 is Carly Gustafson, a 5'11 graduate student from Ethan, South Dakota, averaging 12.8 points per game. Faith Van Holland is a 5'8 senior from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, averaging 5.4 points per contest. And number 35 is Janie Schoenhoven, a 5'10 junior from Hospers, Iowa, averaging 10.2 points per game. And those are the starting lineups for today's women's basketball game between the Dordt defenders and the Doane Tigers. Scores from around the league in terms of women's basketball. These are all finals. And waiting for that page to update so I can give you the most up-to-date scores. It's a final. Northwestern defeats Hastings 79-61, so Northwestern back in the winning side of things. Morningside defeats the College of St. Mary 85-62. And Mount Marty loses to Briarcliff 74-53. 74-53, that final. So we scratched things out, and those are the women's scores from earlier today. Dordt controls the opening tap. Beckman with the basketball. Beckman driving left hand, picks up her dribble, scoops it up in the lane, good. Bailey Beckman with a 2-point basket, and the Dordt defender lead is 2-0. 2-0 our score. Defenders with the lead. Doane basketball, left side pass goes over to Clover. Clover with it out front. Clover gives it up to Portwine. Portwine, right side, Clover. Clover with it. Clover picks up her dribble, looking for the pass inside. Instead comes back over to Riley Rice. Rice over to Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe, 7 seconds. Hatcliffe jammed on the ball screen, puts up the shot, hits the rim, no good. Rebound taken away by Sievers. Sievers with the basketball out front to Faith Van Holland. Van Holland with a right-handed layup, good. Faith Van Holland makes it 4-0 defenders. So the defenders starting quickly. 4-0 our score. That rebound corralled by Sievers and then looked up the floor quickly. With the basketball, pass goes right side to Portwine. Portwine guarded there by Sievers. Dordt in man-for-man defense to begin. Pass out front, picked up by Riley Rice after it's deflected. Clover puts it on the deck against Schoenhoven. Ball deflected, and Janey comes away with it. Hands it off to Macy Sievers. Sievers off to the races. Sievers penetrating. Tries to get it over to Carly Gustafson, and the ball is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Dordt. It'll be Doane basketball. So Dordt misses on the opportunity to go up even further. They're up 4-0. Bucket by Beckman, bucket by Van Holland. 8:28 left to play in the first half. In the first quarter. Doane basketball, right-hand side, picking it up is Portwine. Portwine to Clover. Clover to Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe for the basketball. Dordt jams on the ball screen. Hatcliffe leans it up off of the glass, good. Mac Hatcliffe with a 2-point basket. Hatcliffe pretty nifty around the hoop. This is Beckman. Beckman pull-up jumper, rattles around, won't fall through. Rebound deflected and picked up by Doane. Doane with the basketball. Doane bringing it up the floor. Pass goes left-hand side, Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe lost it, picked up by Van Holland, gets it head to Sievers. Sievers with the basketball. Sievers doesn't have the numbers, stops, throws it left side, right side that is, Beckman. Beckman hesitating. She'll put it up for 15. Missed it, no good. Blocked from behind. Rebound taken away by the Tigers. Tiger basketball. So the Tigers with the ball. Pass left side. This is Rice. Rice, they throw it into the post. Pass goes underneath. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Doane and Riley Rice. It'll be Dordt basketball. So the Dordt defenders, Hayden Hymanson and Gracie Schoenhoven checking in. Beckman and Gustafson checking out. Pass comes into Sievers. Maddie Portwine meets her immediately. And now into the front court is Sievers. Dordt leading 4-2. Gracie fakes the handoffs, working against Clover. Gives it underneath, intended for Janey Schoenhoven. Gracie somehow ends up with it. Pass goes underneath Janey. Janey layup good. Janey Schoenhoven with a 2-point bucket at 6-2. 6:50 and counting, first quarter. Doane basketball out front, Portwine. Portwine, they throw it Clover, tipped by Schoenhoven. That's Janey. No, Gracie got a hand on it. Clover with the basketball goes to Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe, 15 to shoot. She's going to take it in against Faith Van Holland. Now retreats back to the perimeter. Comes back outside Portwine. Ball deflected, taken away by Hymanson. Hymanson lost it, picked back up by the Tigers. And a shot, reverse layup, good for Clover. Clover averaging 9.6 points per game. Most of her damage done off of the bench, but she's in the starting lineup today. Right side pass, it goes. Janey Schoenhoven. Janey, pass deflected, and it is out of bounds. Last touch by Doane. It'll be Dordt basketball. So the Tigers able to knock that pass out of bounds. Throwing it in now will be Macy Sievers. Sievers gets the ball inbounded. Comes back right side out front. Macy rocks into the drive. Nothing there. Throws it underneath, intended for Gracie Schoenhoven, and the ball goes through her hands and out of play. It'll be Doane basketball. Beckman, Gustafson, and Nielsen checking in. Schoenhoven and Hymanson. That's Gracie Schoenhoven and Hayden Hymanson staying on the floor. Dordt leads 6-4, 5:50 left to go. First quarter of play. Well, so far the pace a little bit more to Doane's liking. Hatcliffe, back out front, Rice, right side, Portwine. Back to Rice, shot in the paint, good. Riley Rice with a 2-point bucket, and we're tied 6-6. 6-6 our score, Beckman into the right corner, Hymanson, 3, good. Hayden Hymanson with a 3-point basket, and the Dordt lead is 9-6. First three-pointer attempted by the defenders today. Pass goes to Hatcliffe on the right wing. Hatcliffe with the basketball. Hatcliffe goes back left side, Troche to Portwine, cut off. Now Troche, covered by Hymanson. They throw it into the post, Chambers shot no good. Rebound taken away by Beckman with the basketball. Bailey with it, up the floor. Bailey stops, pops, free throw line jumper, good. Bailey Beckman with 4, and the Dordt lead is 11-6. 11-6 our score. Doane basketball. Comes back to Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe with it on the right side, guarded by Gracie Schoenhoven. Comes back to Troche. Spins into the paint, nothing there. Back outside it comes. Goes left side, Rice with the basketball. Rice to Chambers underneath, guarded by Gustafson, 5 to shoot. Back it goes, Portwine at the free throw line. Crosses over, her shot no good. Rebound taken away by Nielsen. Macy with the basketball, back over to Beckman. Beckman up the floor, left-hand side. Beckman shovels it off to Gustafson. Free throw line, Gracie, 2-pointer, good. Gracie Schoenhoven with a 2-point bucket, and the Dordt defender lead is 13-6. The defenders 6 of 8 from the floor to start the game. And the Tigers call a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
I went into college undecided. Coming in, it can be very overwhelming and scary. If you don't decide till sophomore year, are you going to be able to get all the classes in? Dordt is super good at making sure that you get in the classes. They'll make time and they'll get them into your schedules. A big piece is being able to trust God, trust His timing and His planning. The process may be difficult, it may be scary, but God has what He wants you to do in store. He has it all planned out.
Well, the Dordt defenders going to their pressuring group here. Gracie Schoenhoven guarding the inbounds pass. Liv Harrison on the floor as well. Harrison over the basketball goes to Macy Sievers. The trailer, Kaparis, layup good. Eliana Kaparis with a 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 15-6, forcing a turnover on that last play. Doane in danger of a 5 seconds call. They get it into Clover. Clover up the floor. Clover looks over her shoulder. She wants to get rid of it. She does. Gives it back over to Rice. Rice 3, no good. Rebound Kaparis. Kaparis with the basketball back over to Sievers. Sievers with the ball. Sievers up the floor. 15-6. Dordt with a 9-point lead. Macy gets a ball screen from Harrison. Sievers picks up her dribble. Comes back to Nielsen. Nielsen 3-ball from the corner. Bang, bang, bang. 3-point basket. Macy Nielsen. And you feel the momentum begin to build. Dordt leading 18-6. Trap. Here's Rice. Rice with the basketball. She gets it up the floor. Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe spots up. Long 2. In and out, no good. Rebound Clover. Clover in the paint. Tough shot, good. Kaylee Clover, 4 points. Dordt leads 18-8. Defenders up the floor quickly. Sievers into the corner. Nielsen, another one. 2 times. Yep. 3-point bucket. Macy Nielsen. She's got 6, and the defenders lead 21-8. 21-8 our score. Back-to-back triples by the senior from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Hatcliffe gets the ball inbounded. Rice. And a reach-in foul called on the defenders in the backcourt. That's going to go on Liv Harrison. Liv Harrison with the reach-in. Well, just like that, the fast pace resulting in 8 points in about 40 seconds for the defenders. You blink, you miss something with this group on the floor. Taylor Lubin with the basketball. She gets it across the timeline. They feed the trailer. Lubin gets the ball back. She gives it back over to Troche. Troche at the free throw line. Hatcliffe, spinner in the lane, no good. Rebound taken away by Sievers. Macy with the basketball. Macy Sievers up the floor across the half-court stripe. She's got it on the left wing. Sievers with it, gets a ball screen from Harrison, throws it into the corner. Nielsen thought about the 3 again and decides against it. Harrison with it on the wing. Harrison right side it goes. Macy Sievers. Sievers gets a ball screen, 12 to shoot. Macy step back, nothing there. Gracie puts it on the deck, drives in, layup no good, but she is fouled. Gracie Schoenhoven will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Well, when that group gets snapping, it's almost like you're at an auction because you blink, you miss something. 21-8 our score. The defenders have a 13-point lead, and Gracie Schoenhoven shooting a pair of free throws, averaging 12.4 points per game. She's coming off a 19-point performance against Briarcliff. Makes that free throw. She's got 3, and another free throw on the way for Schoenhoven, the freshman from Hospers, Iowa. Free throw by Schoenhoven up and good, and she has consistently raised her free throw shooting. You heard me talk about it earlier this year. If you had to pick something out that you'd like to see improved on, it'd be her percentage, and she's done it. She was around 50%. Now she's over 60% for the season. Leads the team in free throws shot with 64 now. New players on the floor. Looks like Dordt with their original starting 5 minus Sievers plus Hymanson. 3, no good. Rebound deflected, picked up by Gustafson. Gustafson over the basketball in the backcourt, tries to get it away. Beckman up the floor. Beckman across half court, driving in right side, throws it into the corner to Hymanson. Well, the team getting a little bit too fast, if that's possible. Now Dordt will settle it down. Hymanson back out front. Coach Bill Harmson calls for a set play. He wants isolation. Looking for Gustafson. Instead comes over to Van Holland. Beckman in the paint, her shot no good, and the rebound is cleared by Doane. Dordt with a 23-8 lead. Pass comes right side, Trosch out front, throw it into the corner, Clover with the basketball. Underneath Rice shot no good. Rebound taken away by Beckman. Beckman with the basketball, 1 minute left to go in the quarter. Pass back over to Beckman, thought about the 3, decides against it, into the corner, Van Holland right side. Now it's Beckman on the right wing. She'll put up a 3, thought about it a little too long, shot no good. Rebound taken away by Clover. Dordt working for the trap, and we've got a foul called in the backcourt. That's going to go on Faith Van Holland. Wrong place, wrong time for Faith. That is foul number 2 called on the defenders. Foul number 1 on Faith Van Holland. Liv Harrison has the other one. The Doane Tigers, by comparison, they have just 1 foul on their side of the ledger. That's Libby Trosch. Tiger basketball. They get it into Rice. Rice with the basketball, right side Clover. Clover puts it up over the top of Caparas. Shot no good. Ball's down on the floor. Loose basketball, jump ball. It'll be Dordt basketball. Oh, no. Dordt controlled the opening tap, beg your pardon. It'll be Doane basketball. So Dordt with a 15-point lead, 35.4 seconds left to go in the quarter. Doane inbounding. They get it in, left side pass to Rusher. Rusher underneath Clover. Clover with a 2-point bucket. Clover with 6. Dordt leads 23-10. Over the top pass, Caparas. Harrison layup good. Dordt has 8 players who have scored already. Tiger basketball in the backcourt. Nearly stolen away by Sievers. It's mayhem underneath the basket, and finally Liv Harrison comes up with it. But she's tied up on the play, 9.2 seconds left, and Dordt will check the pressuring group out. They'll put the other group back in, and you got to have a mindset of you'll do whatever the coach says. You check in for 1 possession, now you're going to run an out-of-bounds play with a different group. Pass comes into Hymanson. Hymanson gives it up. Schoenhoven off of the glass, good. Janey with a 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 27-10. 3 seconds left. Doane with the basketball in the backcourt, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Dordt 27, Doane 10. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with the second period of play right after this 1-minute timeout.
Thanks to Prairie Life Chiropractic, combining skill and expertise that spans the entire chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical health spectrum. They want you to move better and live better.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973.
This Dordt Media Network broadcast is brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction. Rob Suen, owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
On this Saturday afternoon, Dordt men winning earlier today. Dordt women leading by 17 after one quarter, 27-10. It'll be Doane basketball to start the second quarter, that is. And the Tigers will throw it in. Riley Rice will do the honors around midcourt. Dordt in man-to-man defense. Original starting five on the floor minus Sievers plus Hymanson. With it left-hand side, they go to Rice. Rice against Beckman. Picks up her dribble. Pass comes back out front. Troche. Troche to Hatcliffe, guarded by Van Holland. Left side pass. It goes to Troche. Troche to Portwine. Portwine, top of the key. Portwine gives it up. Shot in the paint. No good. A rebound taken away by Gustafson. Gustafson with the basketball. Gets it away to Beckman. Beckman up the floor. Dordt with their first possession of the second quarter, leading 27-10. Janie Schoenhoven with the basketball. Hands it off. Faith Van Holland. Right side Beckman. Beckman, Gustafson. Gustafson wheels. Baseline. Reverse layup. Good. Carly Gustafson makes it 29-10 defenders. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Right side pass, it goes Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe, the leading scorer in the conference at over 22 points per game. Van Holland not given any ground, and the shot off of the glass, no good by Hatcliffe, but a foul on the play on Faith. That's going to be number 2 on her. Mac Hatcliffe will go to the free throw line. You heard me talking earlier about Dordt's leading free throw shooter in terms of number shot being Gracie Schoenhoven with 64 shot up to this point. Mac Hatcliffe, by comparison, just to give you some idea of how much she gets to the free throw line, 144 free throws. It's not quite 10 per game. Second free throw by Hatcliffe is good. She's got 4 points. And the Dordt defender lead is 29-12. Van Holland checks out. Sievers checks in. So Hymanson and Sievers will play together along with Beckman now. Janie Schoenhoven and Carly Gustafson will be your post players. Macy with the basketball out front, draws the double team, throws it left side to Hymanson, looking for the ball reversal. Sievers, right side Beckman. Beckman steps in, pull up jumper, rattles it, no good, but there for the rebound is Carly Gustafson. But a foul on the play called before the shot, or before the putback. Megan Chambers is going to be called for the personal foul. Dordt leading 29-12. Macy Sievers to throw it in. Macy left side of the lane as we face the hoop. She gets the ball inbounded. Carly Gustafson back to Macy. Macy corner three, good. Macy Sievers with the 3-point bucket. Dordt leads 32-12. 32-12, defenders by 20. 8:20 left to play in the first half. Left-hand side, Hatcliffe guarded there by Hymanson. She'll draw a lot of fouls. Dordt trying to be choosy about who defends her and how much. And a drive into the paint, and a foul called on Macy Sievers as she defends Taylor Lubin. Foul number 1 on Sievers. Lubin to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Lubin this season, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 50%, misses that one. A second free throw on the way for Lubin. And that one's up and no good as well. Rebound cleared by Janie Schoenhoven. Gets it ahead to Macy Sievers. Sievers with the basketball. Right side Beckman. Beckman 3-ball corner. Missed it. No good. Rebound taken away by Riley Rice. Rice with it. Rice gets it away to Lubin. Lubin comes back right wing. Portwine. Portwine with it. Portwine shoveled it back outside to Lubin. Lubin with it. Lubin picking up her dribble. She goes back over to Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe to Portwine. Portwine puts it on the deck. Portwine into the paint. Portwine crosses over with the right hand. Nifty move by Portwine. She's got 2. 32-14 defenders. Back the other way, Bailey Beckman, and Beckman doesn't stop until she draws the foul. It's going to be 2 free throws for Bailey Beckman. And that foul called on number 23, Mac Hatcliffe, her first. Gracie Schoenhoven in. Janie Schoenhoven checks out. As I was doing my prep work for this game, there are some times where I just simply don't have enough time of the day to take a close look at some things. First free throw on the way for Beckman is good. I began to look at the minutes played, and I believe the minutes played are pretty accurate. Some years I'll say, yeah, we go on the road. I'm not sure how accurate they are. I think these are. Both free throws made by Bailey Beckman. Dordt's players with the most minutes played is Macy Sievers at 24.2 minutes per contest. And for Dordt, you've got several who are 10 or better. Steal by Macy Sievers. Sievers on the jailbreak, driving in, drops it off for Gustafson. Layup good. Carly Gustafson with a 2-point basket off the assist from Macy Sievers. She's got 4. And the defenders extending the lead to 36-14. Bailey Beckman had those 2 free throws earlier. Now Dordt running away with this one, up 22 with 6:59 left to go in the first half. Doane trying to get something going offensively. With the basketball, Maddie Portwine. Portwine on the right wing. Goes down low to Clover. Clover against Gustafson. Gustafson plays it straight up. Grabs the rebound. Pass left side, Hymanson. Hymanson throws it over the top. Gracie. Gracie off the glass. Good. Gracie Schoenhoven with 6 points. Dordt leads 38-14. And the Tigers are forced to use a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Grain House in Hull. They have amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and more. With a big city feel, located only 10 minutes away in Sioux Center, they have a second location opening next year in Sanborn. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. And a reminder that throughout this year, our pregame and postgame shows are brought to you by Wireless World, your Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. Doane basketball after the timeout. Dordt leading 38-14. Tigers break the pressure into the front court. They pass it right side. Clover. Clover with it. Clover back out front. It comes to Portwine. Let's fly with a 3. Missed it. No good. Rebound taken away by Macy Nielsen. Nielsen with the basketball. Macy up the floor quickly. Right side Sievers. Open look at a 3. Left it short. No good. Rebound Harrison. Liv Harrison back over to Macy Nielsen at the top of the key. She goes right side Macy Sievers. Sievers with the basketball. Comes back left wing to Harrison. Harrison gives it into the corner. Caparis. Caparis with the basketball. Caparis over to Sievers. Bounce pass inside for Gracie Schoenhoven. And Schoenhoven is held on the play. Foul called on the Tigers and Maddie Portwine. For Portwine, that's number 1. Team foul number 3 on the Tigers in this quarter. Macy Sievers inbounding the basketball left side of the lane as we face the hoop. Sievers looking, still looking, and gets it in eventually to Caparis. If she spins the other way, she's got to look at the basket. Instead, she's tied up as she tried to spin back using the right hand over the left shoulder. So easy to see from my perch in the balcony how hard the post player was hedging to that move. She goes the other way, she probably gets a layup. Easier said than done, so. Caparis with the basketball. Comes over to Sievers. Sievers out front, Nielsen. Nielsen with it. Nielsen back to Sievers. 10 to shoot for the defenders. Sievers into the corner. Nielsen, 3 ball. Missed it, no good. Rebound controlled by Doane. Doane basketball. Dordt leading 38-14. Tigers working against the pressuring defense. Dordt pressuring off of the miss. 5.5 left to go here in the first half. Tigers, Lubin loses it. Nielsen gets on top of it. It's still, well, now finally a jump ball called, alternating possession. It'll be Doane basketball. Helter-skelter at times for the defenders when they get that pressure going. And sometimes it doesn't pay immediate dividends, but it's like that. Things just get ramped up. You get playing faster than you would like, and that's what we have seen a couple times here. Mac Hatcliffe, three, missed, no good. Rebound, Jeannie Schoenhoven, and a foul on the play called on Clover. Kaylee Clover, a junior from Blue Springs, Nebraska. And that is team foul number 4 against the Tigers in this quarter. Dordt was up 27-10 at the quarter break. They've outscored at Doane 11-4 here in the second period. Bringing the ball up is Bailey Beckman. Beckman with it on the left-hand side. Beckman goes back over to Van Hollen. Gustafson didn't have a step. Comes back over to Hymanson, and a travel called against Hayden Hymanson. 5:01 remaining, first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll check in with scores from around the league. These will be the men's games. We'll update you on the finals for the women's contest. We'll also take a look at the schedule that's coming up. Libby Troche passes right side, Tatum Rusher. Rusher underneath Clover. Clover against Gustafson. Pass into the paint, tipped and taken away by Gustafson. Gustafson gets it over to Beckman. Beckman with the basketball. Bailey with it. Bailey has it on the right-hand side. Beckman goes underneath Gustafson. Gustafson is held on the play, and Carly's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That'll push Doane over the limit. And Troche whistled for the personal foul. That's her second. Carly Gustafson to the free throw line to shoot 2. Gustafson coming off a 22 per point performance against Briar Cliff. First one off the mark, no good. She's an 83% free thrower. She's second on the team in terms of free throws shot. That was 58. This one's 59, and she misses them both. 38-14 our score. Gustafson earlier this week became the second leading scorer in Dordt basketball program history. Shot with the right hand, no good on the crossover move by Rusher. Here comes Dordt back the other way. Hymanson looks for the trailer, finds Gustafson. Gustafson back to Beckman. Beckman 17-footer, a little short, no good. And the rebound is controlled by Libby Troche. Troche to Lubin. Lubin gets it ahead, Rusher. Rusher down to the baseline. Ball deflected out as she tried to pass it back to the right wing. It's tipped away. Lubin unable to hang on to it, but it was last touched by Dordt and Hayden Hymanson. 3:57 left to go in the first half. We talked about the relatively short bench for the Tiger men earlier today. The women with a few more in uniform. Looks like they'll go 8 deep, though. Pass intended into the corner. Megan Chambers unable to handle it cleanly, and it was touched last by Dordt, they deem. Van Holland and Janie Schoenhoven checking out of the ballgame. Macy Sievers and Gracie Schoenhoven checking in. On the baseline, throwing it in is Maddie Portwine. Portwine to Trigger. Portwine looking and throws it in, and taking it away is Gustafson as she sneaks around the front on that post-entry pass. Bounce pass back from Gracie Schoenhoven to Carly Gustafson. Carly with a 2-point bucket. She's got 6. Gracie Schoenhoven with the assist. Tiger basketball back out front. Troche. Dordt leading by 26 at the moment, and Mac Hatcliffe getting to the hoop, lays it up with the right hand. She'll go to the free throw line for a 3-point play opportunity. Hatcliffe now with 6 points, and the Dordt lead is 40-16. This Tiger team averaging 80 points per ball game. Dordt limiting them so far. Free throw by Hatcliffe, missed it, no good. Hatcliffe a 76% free thrower. And the defenders lead 40-16. Free throw line is Gustafson. Gustafson muscles it up, and she is fouled on the play. Carly will go to the free throw line for a 3-point play opportunity. Dordt leading 42-16 pending the free throw. The defenders so far in this one, 65% from the floor. And Carly Gustafson makes the free throw. She's got 9 first half points, and the defender lead is 43-16. Doane basketball on the right-hand side, driving in Trosh, and her layup is good. Libby Trosh with a 2-point bucket as she crossed over the front of the rim. Carly, the long pass into the front court. Gracie Schoenhoven is fouled on the way up, and Gracie will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. You can't take your time getting back on defense. Gracie Schoenhoven will go to the free throw line, and she will shoot 2. So Gracie, 6 points so far, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. First one on the way is up and good, swishes through. A little bit more arch on her free throws. That's paying off. 3 for 3 today. And 4 for 4. 41 now, 66. Dordt leading 45-18. 2:57 and counting, first half. Tiger basketball, Portwine. Portwine at the top of the key. She comes back right side. This is Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe works the ball into the paint. Goes outside to Portwine. Portwine, the cutter in the lane is Rice. Rice shot good. Riley Rice with 4. Dordt leads 45-20. Long pass underneath. Gracie Schoenhoven unable to get the shot up. A little bit of contact, no call made. Now Mac Hatcliffe in the backcourt, trapped. Gets the ball away, right side. Tiger basketball, Portwine comes back to Rice. Rice with it, guarded by Nielsen. Bounce pass down low, Clover. Clover off the glass, good. Kaylee Clover with 8 points. She had 19 against the defenders the last time these two teams played. Hymanson 3 from the corner, no good. And the Dordt lead is 45-22. Tigers with a chance to get as close as 20 with a made 3. Out front is Trosh. Trosh left wing. Post entry pass, Clover. Clover guarded by Schoenhoven. Shot is up, no good. Rebound cleared by Janie Schoenhoven. Here comes Sievers up the floor. Comes back, Hymanson, back to Sievers. Sievers with the basketball. Sievers crossover move, drops it off underneath. Janie Schoenhoven, layup good. Janie Schoenhoven with 6. Dordt leads 47-22. Sievers already with 6 assists today. 306 for her career. She was 6th place already after Wednesday's win. Coming back the other way, Mac Hatcliffe with a 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 47-24, 1 minute remaining in the half. Macy Sievers with the basketball. Left side pass, Hymanson. Hymanson on the wing. Hymanson looking. Comes back out front. Macy Sievers underneath. Janie layup good. Janie Schoenhoven with a 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 49-24. 40 seconds left to play in the half. It's been mostly Dordt today. Riley Rice with it on the right wing. Rice to Portwine. Portwine back to Rice. Rice on the wing. Rice, step back. Nothing there underneath Clover. Clover shot in the lane. Good. She's going to be called for traveling. Travel violation called against the Doane Tigers. 49-24. So Clover thought she got fouled and had a 3-point play opportunity coming. Instead, they call a travel, and Dordt can hold for the final shot of the half if they want. Macy Sievers will bring it up the floor, 17 seconds and counting. Sievers has it at the top of the key. Doane looks like they're in a zone. Pass comes left side, Beckman. Beckman with it into the corner, Hymanson. Gustafson. Gustafson has it stripped, 2 seconds remaining. Hatcliffe fumbles it at midcourt. Desperation heave, no good. And we've hit halftime. Our score, Dordt 49, Doane 24. Let's take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with a recap of the first half of action in 3 minutes.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection. connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Today's broadcast brought to you by German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1981. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner, online at germanfarmers.com. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Northside Body Shop. When you expect the very best in the repair of your vehicle, call Northside Body Shop Limited today, serving the Sioux Center area since 1955. 712-722-2313.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa, life in the center of everything, where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors, knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Special thanks to all our Dordt Media Network sponsors. Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Van Engelenhoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency throughout Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelenhoven Agency's Sioux Center advisors Mark Holsoff or Lisa Dykstra.
This live stream broadcast brought to you by Napa Auto Parts in Sioux Center, your source for quality automotive parts for your car or truck. Let them use their knowledge to help you find the right vehicle battery, brakes, filters, headlights, wipers, and other parts needed to get your job done. Napa Auto Parts in Sioux Center.
To 24-hour score. We are at halftime of this Great Plains Athletic Conference women's basketball game. The Defender women on a day where they're celebrating the beginning of Dordt University women's basketball and inviting alumni and former coaches back to campus. They put on a pretty good show in the first half, 49-24, the score at the break. Let's take a look at those People's Bank highlights, and we'll recap some of the first half of basketball as well. We were tied at 6. Dordt never trailed. They went on a 12-0 run, amping up the pressure, and they've gotten scoring from 10 different players. The Doane Tigers, their highlight has been Kaylee Clover so far. The post player has 8 points. She had 19 in the first meeting between these two teams. She has 8 tonight. Macy Nielsen got going, though, the gunner. Couple of threes back-to-back as the lead expanded. Macy Sievers got into action as well with a three-pointer from the corner. Her only 3 of the day to go with 7 assists. The Doane Tigers, just up to this point, unable to keep pace offensively. 11 of 27 from the floor, 41%. Dordt, 19 of 30 from the floor for 63%. The Defenders led 27-10 at the quarter break and outscored Doane 22-14 in the second quarter. All that, you throw it in together, mix it up, and you've got a 49-24 lead at the intermission. Dordt's led by Carly Gustafson with 9 points, while the Doane Tigers, topped by Mac Hatcliffe and Kaylee Clover, with 8 points apiece. Let's take another 3-minute break, and we'll be back with the official numbers right after this 3-minute timeout. You're listening to Dordt Basketball on KIHK and the Dordt Media Network. Back with more in 3 minutes.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a player or coach or a fan of the university. Now, these players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. But there's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has: a game plan. And if these players and coaches are willing to put this much effort into a game, how much more important is a game plan for your financial life? Now, the financial world continually becomes more complicated, and we keep ourselves plenty busy. And even if we have precious free time, most of us don't want to spend it wrangling over financial decisions, reading financial journals, or studying the latest tax legislation. But if you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours upon hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules of the game in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, Money Concepts, the planning firm here in Sioux Center, has been helping households to build their financial game plan upon all the things in life more important than finances. Because there's things in life more important than money, and none of them are things. I'm Tom DeYoung, financial planner and president of Money Concepts, the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule an intro meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your finances on all the things in life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into the relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
We understand how complex the financial landscape can be to navigate. Our goal is to free up your hands so that you can focus on what is most important in life.
(49-24) our score. The Dordt Defenders with the lead at halftime of this women's basketball game. Let's take a look at the numbers for the first half. Dordt 19 of 30 from the floor, 63%. 4 of 9 from the arc, 44%. 7 of 9 from the free throw line, 78%. Rebounding, Dordt has an 18-12 advantage. 15 of Dordt's 19 baskets assisted. 9 turnovers for the Tigers, 5 for the Defenders. Doane, by comparison, 11 of 27 from the floor, 41%, 0 for 5 on threes, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Dordt's led by Carly Gustafson with 9 points, 8 for Janie Schoenhoven and Gracie Schoenhoven, 6 for Macy Nielsen and Bailey Beckman, 3 for Macy Sievers, 2 for Faith Van Holland, 3 for Hayden Hymanson, 2 each for Eliana Caparison, Liv Harrison. For the Doane Tigers, they're topped by Mac Hatcliffe and Kaylee Clove with 8 points each. Riley Rice has 4, Maddie Portwine has 2. 4 rebounds for Clover, 3 for Hatcliffe. For the Defenders, 4 rebounds for Gustafson and Janie Schoenhoven. Macy Sievers has a team high and game high 7 assists. Carly Gustafson and Hayden Hymanson each have 2. Gustafson also credited with 2 steals along with Liv Harrison. 49-24 our score. We're at the half. Dordt leading by 25. Let's take a 2-minute break and be back with a recap of women's scores from the league today and the men's scores in progress right after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Dordt Basketball on the Dordt Media Network and KIHK.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery.
Joyner and Zvort Dentistry, providing the latest in dental technology in a warm, comfortable, and relaxing environment. And brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Ployne Publishing.
Lorenzen on the fly, and Lucas Lorenzen with another 2. He's got 22. Then Gustafson squares up against Neerum. Gustafson underneath to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven layup good. She's got 8. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Rental. Get ready to power up your projects with equipment rentals from Rental. From heavy-duty machinery to the latest power tools, they've got the gear to make your project a success. Visit them online at rental.com or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast is brought to you by NewTek. At NewTek, they don't just sell equipment, they deliver performance, reliability, and innovation. Their team of experts is there to guide you every step of the way, ensuring you find the perfect equipment for your needs.
American State Bank is celebrating our 50th anniversary, and we couldn't have made it this far without your support. For us, banking just scratches the surface. We pride ourselves in our commitment to our communities, building meaningful relationships with our customers, and doing our best to have some fun along the way. We're proud to be a locally owned and operated bank, supporting the communities we serve. Thank you for choosing American State Bank. We can't wait to see what the next 50 years have in store.
Scores from the league today. Women's games already in the books. Northwestern defeats Hastings in Orange City 79-61. Morningside a winner over the College of St. Mary 85-62. And Briarcliff 74, Mount Marty 53. Doane and Dordt at halftime, so we can't factor that one into the standings yet. Right now, Dordt 12-0, Concordia 11-2. Concordia playing in that Concordia invite. They're getting 2 games in this weekend, but they are not conference contests. Dakota Wesleyan is idle until tomorrow when they host Midland. Dakota Wesleyan is 9-4. Doane entered play today 8-5. Right now, they're in a tie with Briarcliff, who was victorious earlier today. Briarcliff also 8-5. Northwestern improves to 8-6 in the league. Morningside is also 8-6. Jamestown was idle. They won't play until Monday when they're at Mount Marty. Hastings, things are getting a little more difficult for the Broncos. They're 3 games under 500. They're 5-8, and they are the cut line right now. They're the number 9 team in the league. If the season were to end today, Hastings would be the first team out of the conference tournament. Midland stands 2-11. As I said, they're playing Dakota Wesleyan tomorrow. Mount Marty is 1-12. The College of St. Mary is 0-14. Much of the suspense is out of the race in terms of that 8th and final spot. We're getting a pretty good idea of who's going to make the tournament, the 8-team tournament. We just don't know where the seeds will be because, quite honestly, after Dordt and Concordia, it turns into a quagmire. Dakota Wesleyan has 4 losses. Doane has 5 along with Briarcliff. Northwestern and Morningside. Jamestown right now with 6 losses. Men's basketball earlier today. Dordt was a 108-77 winner over the Doane Tigers. Dordt improves to 8-4 in the league. Other games in progress. Northwestern 9 better than Hastings at the moment, 38-29. Briarcliff leading Mount Marty. That one's still early in this first half, though, 22-16, so a long ways to go in Sioux City on that one. Men's basketball, Hastings currently leads the GPAC at 9-1. Morningside and Northwestern are both 9-3. Dordt and Concordia both lurking at 8-4. Those 2 teams have to play each other twice yet this season. Concordia playing in that Concordia invite this weekend, getting 2 games in there. 49-24 our score. And that'll about do it for our halftime. A reminder that our pregame and postgame shows this season brought to you by Wireless World, your local Verizon authorized retailer. They have 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. Faith Van Holland inbound the basketball as we are underway with the second half. Looks like Doane might be going back to his own defense. They'll extend it out. Mac Hatcliffe at the point. Sievers goes inside Gustafson. Gustafson, 2 players around her. Back over to Macy. Macy 3, missed it, no good. There for the rebound is Janie Schoenhoven, and she is held on the play. Foul's going to go on Riley Rice. They'll say that the foul came before the rebound putback by Janie. Schoenhoven was going to score 2, but instead she's held on the play. Foul came before the shot attempt. So Dordt inbounding. Macy Sievers throwing it in. Doane going to man underneath. Comes over to Sievers, over the top. Beckman with the basketball. Bailey puts it on the deck into the paint. Underneath Sievers. Back out front. Garley shot no good. Head fake, and Mac Hatcliffe caught her hip and went tumbling to the ground. So Hatcliffe whistled for foul number 2. She picks herself up. Hatcliffe averaging 23 points per game this season, give or take. The Doane Tigers holding their collective breath as she hits the floor. She doesn't play, it becomes a dramatically different looking team for the Tigers. Throwing the ball in will be Macy Sievers. You heard me in the first half talking about minutes played by the defenders. Tigers, Mac Hatcliffe doesn't leave the floor very often. Carly Gustafson double team. She finds Janie Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven with a 2-point bucket. Dordt goes up 51-24. 51-24. Schoenhoven now with 10. Hatcliffe double team. Spins. Comes back out front. Tiger basketball. Portwine. Portwine to Hatcliffe. Floater from 10. No good. And the rebound is cleared by the defenders. Coming up the floor with it is Sievers. Sievers picks up her dribble, goes inside Carly. Carly puts it up, blocked by Megan Chambers. Chambers gathers in the rebound. Here comes Doane. Doane with the basketball. They pass it off right side. Throw it down low into Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe in the paint. Her shot no good. And the rebound cleared by the defenders. Long pass over the top for Janie Schoenhoven. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Doane. It'll be Dordt basketball. So the Doane Tigers tip it away. Faith Van Holland to throw it in. Van Holland gets it in. Sievers. Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven dribble. Lost it. Now it's down on the floor. Picked up by Gustafson. Still on the floor. Schoenhoven back over to Sievers. 13 to shoot. Bounce pass to Beckman. Beckman has it swatted away in the paint. Here comes Doane. Doane with the basketball. 51-24 our score. Right side pass, Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe so far held to 3 of 8 shooting. At 8 points, she goes to Rice. Rice with it on the right-hand side. Rice to Portwine. Portwine off balance shot. No good. Rebound taken in by Sievers. Sievers with the basketball. Sievers up the floor. Right side Van Holland. Wing 3. Good. Faith Van Holland with her second field goal. She's got 5 points, and the defender lead is 54-24. 54-24 the score. Hatcliffe cut off. Comes back right side, Portwine. They throw it down low. Getting free underneath. 2-point bucket for Chambers. Chambers with her first basket today. It's 54-26. Sievers basketball. 17:20 left to go in the half. Left side pass. Van Holland, another 3. That one's in and out, no good, but Janie Schoenhoven there for the offensive rebound. Here's Carly Gustafson in the paint. Her shot no good, but she is fouled on the play. And Carly will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul called on Chambers. That's number 2 on her. Defender so far today, 42% from the 3-point line. 2 free throws on the way for Carly Gustafson. Gustafson squeezes that one over the lip of the rim. She's got 10 points. Another one on the way for Gustafson. Gustafson now 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Dordt as a team 8 of 10, now 9 of 11. Gustafson makes them both. She'll check out of the ball game. 56-26 our score. Gracie Schoenhoven checks into the game. Hayden Hymanson also on the floor for the defenders. Pass left side. Riley Rice. Rice gives it up to Chambers. Chambers shovels it off to Troche. Troche able to get downhill on the drive. Lays it up with the left hand. Dordt leading 56-28. Give it off to Hymanson. Hymanson with the basketball. Right side. Sievers. Sievers cross court pass. Van Hollen. Now Hymanson. Hymanson with it. Hymanson right side. Sievers. Sievers cross court pass again. Van Hollen. Van Hollen steps into the drive. Goes back over to Macy. Macy driving in. Wraps it around. Intended for Gracie. Loose basketball. Now a jump ball called. Alternating possession. It will be Doane basketball. No, this time it's Dordt basketball. Dordt basketball. Macy Sievers to throw it in. And Sievers gets it inbounded to Schoenhoven. Janey hands it back over to Macy Sievers. Sievers on the right side. Back to Van Hollen, right corner, underneath Gracie. Kick out pass back to Faith. Left corner, it's Hymanson. Janey puts it up and it's blocked away by Megan Chambers. Dordt with the basketball underneath the basket. Dordt doubling up on Doane at this point, 56-28. Free throw and inbounding will be Macy Sievers. Sievers gets it in to Hymanson. Hymanson with it on the wing underneath Janey. Janey 2-point bucket, good. Janey Schoenhoven with a 2-point bucket. She's got 12. Dordt leads 58-28. Maddie Portwine goes left side to Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe to Riley Rice. Rice. Portwine. Portwine left side. And we've got a foul called on the post entry pass. That's going to go against Janey Schoenhoven, called for the push from behind. Dordt with this one in hand, 58-28. This was tied 6-6 before the defenders went on a 12-0 run. Maddie Portwine throwing it in. Portwine looking, throws it into the corner. Clover. Clover gives it up. Left side, Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe, Clover. Clover shot, no good, but she is fouled on the play, and Kaylee Clover will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Defenders by 30. Defenders will go on the road this week. Well, Clover misses the first free throw. 75% free throw shooter. First one no good. Another one on the way. Second free throw by Clover. Her shot good. Doesn't take any free throws or any dribbles before she shoots. Just gets it and fires it up. 58-29 defenders. Beckman driving in, puts it up, blocked, and the rebound controlled by Doane, Taylor Lubin. It's another block shot for the Tigers. I believe they've got 4 all in the second half. Defenders leading 58-29. And Hatcliffe able to lean in and draws a foul. That one's going to go against Gracie Schoenhoven, number 1 on her. Mac Hatcliffe to the free throw line to shoot 2. So a couple of free throws on the way for Hatcliffe. 5:09 left to go in the third. First free throw is good. Another one on the way. 58-30. Second free throw pending. This one's up and good. So Hatcliffe makes them both. She's got 10. And the defender lead is 58-31. With it on the right-hand side, Beckman. Beckman out front, Gracie. Gracie underneath Carly, and Carly is fouled on the post-entry pass. Doane trying to double team it. Mac Hatcliffe is going to be called for the personal foul. That's number 3 on her. So Hatcliffe picks up her third. See how long she's able to go without picking up her fourth. She's pretty cagey. Pass comes in, right side, Beckman, three, good. Barely moved the net with that one. Bailey Beckman, her first three today. She's got 9, and the defenders lead 61-31. Doane coming back the other way, Lubin. Lubin fires it back out front. Off balance, left-handed shot by Trosch. Trosch with 6. Dordt leads 61-33. I mentioned Hatcliffe's minutes played. She's had 34 minutes played. Pass comes to Gracie Schoenhoven, and a reach-in foul called on Mac Hatcliffe, and there's number 4 on her. Frustrating afternoon for the junior from Beatrice, Nebraska. She is a bucket maker and draws fouls, gets to the free throw line, does all those things that good scorers do. And Hatcliffe whistled for that personal foul. That's number 4 on her, though, so that's trouble. She checks out of the ball game. Hatcliffe, from the moment she has arrived in the league 2+ years ago, has been a handful and a challenge to stop. Gracie Schoenhoven makes both free throws. Dordt is in the bonus, 63-33, and now the Tigers are going to have to go an extended period of time without their leading scorer, Mac Hatcliffe. Pass cross court, thrown away by the Tigers. This is not the way the Tigers obviously want to play. And that is without Hatcliffe. So much runs through her. She is a steadying force, and through the course of her career, she averages 23 points per game in 78 games played. So she's up around 2,500 points already. And Riley Rice got her nose in a little too close. She gets called for the personal foul. That's foul number 1 on her. Beg your pardon, my math not very good. Not 2,500, 1,800 so far for Mac Hatcliffe. I know. Sometimes I do things in my head and get a little bit off. Liv Harrison makes the free throw, the freshman from Lake Crystal, Minnesota. Second free throw on the way, trying to extend the lead, and Harrison does. Liv Harrison, 4 points, 2 of 5 this season from the free throw line. Dordt leading 65-33. Tiger basketball in the backcourt. Lubin, baseball pass over the top, and a foul called on Macy Nielsen, the free safety on the backside. Pass interference. Got to the receiver a little bit early that time, so Macy Nielsen called for the personal. That's number 1 on her. Team foul number 4 on the defenders with 3:56 left to go in the quarter. Dordt leading 65-33 after that baseball pass over the top. This is Portwine. Portwine sizing it up, has it on the left wing. Comes back over to Rice. Rice, top of the key, 3, in and out, no good. Rebound Lubin, reset the shot clock to 20. Pass left side, Portwine. Portwine gives it up out front to Rice. Rice picks up the dribble, goes back over to Trosch. Trosch, ball taken away, Sievers. Macy Sievers on the jailbreak, lays it up with the right hand, good. Macy Sievers with 5 points. Dordt leads 67-33. Pass tipped away in the backcourt by Gracie Schoenhoven. Tigers will send Tatum Rusher back into the game. Lubin will check out. Megan Chambers checks in as well. She joins Clover in the post for Doane. Pass over the top. Rusher, left side pass, Chambers to Rice. Rice with the basketball. Left side pass, Rusher in the paint. Her shot no good. Rebound, Caparis lost it. Picked up by Harrison. Here comes Sievers into the corner, Nielsen. Nielsen with the basketball, back to Sievers. Macy with it. Comes back right side, Caparis. Sizes up a 3. Short, no good. Rebound taken away by Gracie Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven back over to Harrison. Harrison, top of the key, Sievers with it. Sievers at the top of the key, dribbling with the left hand, driving in, finishes with the left hand, layup good. Macy Sievers with 7. Dordt leads 69-33. Pass to Clover, ball deflected by Harrison into the front court though. Rusher with the basketball. Dordt up by 36. Doane basketball. Pass over the top. Chambers, basket good. She's got 4. 69-35. Sievers with the basketball. Sievers out front. Gracie into the paint. Lost it, but she's fouled on the play. That foul's going to go on Maddie Portwine. That's number 2 on her. Schoenhoven with 10 points so far. Dordt with 3 players in double figures. Bailey Beckman knocking on the door with 9. Macy Sievers now with 7. She's also got 8 assists and 5 rebounds to go along with 2 steals. Gracie Schoenhoven to the free throw line, shooting 2. First one on the way by Schoenhoven, good. Seems like she has found her rhythm from the free throw line. 11 points, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. That comes out to 44 of 69. Misses that one. 70-35 defenders. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Dordt outscoring Doane in this period, 21-11. So growing the lead by 10 again, and a travel called against Tatum Rusher. It will be Dordt basketball. Hayden Hymanson will throw the ball in. Hymanson gets it into Beckman. Beckman with the basketball. Beckman at half court, takes it across right side to Faith Van Hollen. Zone defense applied by the Tigers. Beckman goes into the corner underneath to Gustafson, fires it out to the perimeter. Van Hollen now gives it up. Floater by Beckman, bangs it off of the glass too hard, no good. Fight for the basketball. Now a foul called on the play. Who's it going to go against is my question. Going to call the foul on Janie Schoenhoven. Oh no, beg your pardon. They called it on 25 instead. Megan Chambers whistled for a third. Janie will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one on the way for Janie Schoenhoven, good. She's got 13. And a second free throw on the way for Schoenhoven. Free throw is off the mark, no good. And the rebound is cleared by the Doane Tigers. Tiger basketball with it out front, Lubin with it. Lubin gives it up left side to Rusher. Rusher with the basketball, high post pass Lubin. Lubin back to Rusher. Rusher 3, missed it, too strong, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, out of play. Libby Troche unable to keep it in play. And the Dordt defenders will have the basketball back. 1:13 and counting now. Bailey Beckman to bring the ball up for Dordt. That's left to play here in the third period. Beckman across half court. Not a lot of zip to this one after the first half, just simply because Dordt took the suspense out of it. Carly Gustafson drives with the right hand, gets bumped, gets the shot to go. She's got 13. And the defender lead is 73-35, under a minute to go. That's in the period. Shot no good. Rebound controlled by Gustafson. Rebound Hymanson. Hymanson with the basketball. Hayden throws it into the corner. Beckman might have traveled with it. Fight for the basketball now, and we've got a jump ball. No, a foul call. The reach-in called on Bailey Beckman. That's number 1 on Beckman. 37.3 seconds remaining. Third period. Dordt leading 73-35. This is a Doane team that has averaged 80 points per game. 74 in conference play. Being held well below their season average so far today. Free throw is up, and that one's no good. Doane has struggled from the free throw line today. They're now 5 of 10. And a second free throw on the way. This one's up, and that one's no good as well. Carly Gustafson grabs the rebound, 73-35. Bringing the ball up the floor is Hayden Hymanson. Hymanson with it across the timeline. 25 seconds left on the game clock, 16 on the shot clock. Right side Beckman. Beckman with the basketball. Bailey down to the baseline. Tough shot, gets it on the rim, no good. Rebound taken away by the Tigers. Tigers with it, and they get it back over to Lubin. Left side pass, Rusher. Rusher through the lane pass, Chambers. Chambers, 2-point basket. She's got 6. 73-37 defenders at the end of 3. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Dordt Basketball on KIHK. Back with more after this.
One of the things that we appreciate most about Dordt University is just the sense of community. That community of alumni, of the professors, the college campus in itself is really what supports the students that are there at the time. The Dordt alumni are all over the U.S., even the world, and you know, it's 4 years that they get to be on campus, which is a wonderful chapter of their life. But I guess the thing that we really want is that they can hold on that for a whole lifetime.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Beaver Eye Care, serving Sioux Center and the surrounding communities for over 30 years. Come see Dr. Paul Beaver, Dr. Dan Klausing, or Dr. Reese Beaver for all your comprehensive eye care needs. This broadcast also brought to you by Vision Realty. We are polished, experienced, and professional, offering excellence every step of the way. We are the vision you can trust.
The Dordt defenders up by 36, putting this one out of hand, out of reach. Basically, the snowball started running downhill at the end of the first period, up 27-10. Lead grew to 49-24 at halftime. Now Dordt leading 73-37, a 24-13 advantage in the third period of play. Matt Catcliffe back into the game for the Tigers, playing with 4 fouls. Pass goes right side, defenders leading. Tiger basketball, Chambers. Chambers at the top of the key, goes right side, Portwine. Portwine with it. Portwine goes into Rice. Rice double team, back to Chambers. Rice 8 seconds to shoot. Rice 5 seconds, picks up her dribble. She's in trouble, gets it to Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe's shot is up at the horn and a shot clock violation on the Tigers. It'll be Dordt basketball. So the Dordt defense forces a shot clock violation. Hymanson with the basketball. Hayden will bring it up. Defender women, a busy stretch coming up. Wednesday at Mount Marty. Saturday at Midland. Monday at Concordia. Three-pointer, Bailey Beckman. She's got 12, and the defenders lead 76-37 on the Beckman three from the right wing. Hatcliffe. Back to Rice. Rice step back triple, no good. Rebound Clover. Clover's put back, no good. But Clover will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. She'll try for double figures here. She's got 9. Second on the team to Mac Hatcliffe's 10. Gustafson checks out. Van Holland and Beckman all check out of the ball game. Clover shooting free throws. First one is good. Kaylee Clover scored 19 in the first meeting between these two teams. And she's got double figures today with 11. Steal by the Tigers on the inbounds pass. 76-39. Beg your pardon, 76-41. Forgot to factor in the 2 Clover free throws. Pass up the sideline to Macy Sievers. Sievers with it, left side Nielsen. Nielsen with the basketball. Doane showing pressuring defense, and Dordt throws it off of. Nielsen throws it off of a player out of bounds. So Clover, listed as a junior, transfer from Southeast Community College. Pass goes middle of the floor. Sievers lost it, and the Doane Tigers with the basketball back. Hatcliffe in the paint. Her shot no good. Shot is blocked away by Gracie Schoenhoven, but they called a foul earlier on Macy Sievers. It's number 2 on Sievers. First free throw is up short, no good for Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe with 10 points so far today. Second free throw is up, and that one's no good as well. Ball's tipped out of bounds, last touch by Dordt. Clover got a hand on it. So Dordt leading 76-41. Doane inbounding the basketball. A little bit, some signs of life for the Tigers here. Back-to-back baskets after Bailey Beckman's 3. In the paint, Chambers with 8. Dordt leads 76-43. 8 minutes and 5 seconds left to play in the game. Macy Sievers with it on the right-hand side. Sievers throws to Schoenhoven. Janie underneath to Gracie. Gracie, 2-point bucket, good. 13 for Gracie Schoenhoven. Dordt leads 78-43 on the assist from Janie Schoenhoven, her older sister. Pass goes down low to Chambers against Schoenhoven, and Chambers shot no good. Rebound Clover, no good. Rebound controlled by the defenders. Here comes Sievers. Macy all the way down to the block. Nothing there. Back to Gracie. Gracie ball fake. Dribbles into the paint. Hands it back off to Janie Schoenhoven, and she's fouled on the play by Megan Chambers. It's foul number 4 on her. Two free throws on the way for Janie Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven with 13 so far. Dordt leading 78-43. First free throw almost pops out, but it drops through. Another one on the way for Schoenhoven. This one's up and good as well. So Janie Schoenhoven makes both free throws. She's got 15. And the defenders lead 80-43. Schoenhoven, 15 for game honors. Gustafson and Gracie Schoenhoven with 13 each. Bailey Beckman has 12. Pretty balanced scoring again for the defenders. That's been the story of this season. Doane basketball, driving in Portwine, short shot, good. Maddie Portwine with 4 points. And the defenders lead 80-45. Gracie comes back left side. Hymanson with it, right side back to Sievers. Sievers to Eliana Caparis. Hymanson into the paint. Pass into the corner. Nielsen, 3, good. Macy Nielsen with the 3, her third. She's got 9. And the defender lead is 83-45. 83-45 defenders. So the defenders up by 38. Sievers and Gracie Schoenhoven check out. Harrison is in along with Taylor Drent. Drent, a 6-foot sophomore from Sioux City. Pass out front, Hatcliffe. Hatcliffe at the right elbow. Comes back over to Troche. Troche, free throw line jumper, good. It'll be Troche with the 2-point bucket. It's 83-47 defenders. Harrison with the basketball, 6:15 and counting. Harrison tries to step through, does, gets it back over to Hymanson. She sets and fires the 3, no good. Rebound Drent, kick out pass, Nielsen sets up, 3, good. Macy Nielsen back-to-back 3, she's got a dozen. Dordt leads 86-47. Doane basketball. Pass comes out front, right side. And deflected by Caparis. In the paint, Clover. Clover with the short shot. She's got 12. Dordt leads 86-49. 5:40 left to play in the game. Hymanson to Harrison. Harrison on the left side. Bounce pass, Nielsen. Nielsen is fouled on the play. That's going to be number 2 on. Beg your pardon, that's going to go on Hatcliffe, and Hatcliffe has just fouled out of the ball game. 5:29 left to go in the game. And a big part of Doane's offense will check out with Mac Hatcliffe as she fouls out with 10 points. It's been a long day for the junior, and she comes off limping. Pass comes in to Caparis, and Caparis is fouled from behind by Clover. For the Doane Tigers, Hatcliffe, such a significant part of their offense. Pass comes into Drent. Drent, nothing there. Comes back right side. Brooke Smith. Smith in the paint. Her shot, no good. And the rebound is controlled by Doane. Doane with the basketball. New players in for the defenders. You've got Brooke Smith in the game. Also Bailey Sievers. Smith, a sophomore from Spirit Lake. Bailey Sievers, a junior from Albert City, Iowa. Three-pointer from the wing by Tatum Rusher. And the Dordt lead is 86-52. Right side is Harrison. Harrison's shot. Count the hoop, and she is fouled. So Harrison fouled on her way to the basket. And this will be a season low, 10 points for Mac Hatcliffe. She went for 46 earlier this year against Peru State. So Harrison gets the 2-point bucket to go. Now a chance at a 3-point play. She has a season high so far this year with 8. Now she's got 7 today. Dordt leads 89-52. 3-point play for Harrison. Shot on the other end, no good, but a foul on the play is going to go on Harrison. Free throw time for Libby Trosch. Trosch with 3. Free throw is up, off the heel, no good. Another one on the way. This one's up, and that one's no good as well. Rebound gathered in by Drent. 89-52 defenders. Defenders will have to hustle it up the floor, and just in front of the 10 seconds call is Harrison. Goes over to Bailey Sievers. Sievers with it. Sievers back out front. Drent. Drent left side. Smith. Brooke Smith. 3. Good. Brooke Smith with the 3-point bucket. Dordt leads 92-52. Doane basketball driving in. Trosch. Trosch shot no good. Rebound taken away by Bailey Sievers. Bailey with the basketball. Sievers up the floor with the left hand. Sievers hands it back off to Kaylee Davis. Davis to Drent. Drent spins into the paint. Drent with the left hand, good. Taylor Drent with a 2-point bucket, 94-54. Doane basketball down 42. Couple blowouts today at the DeWitt Gym. Last time we'll see the defenders at home until they come back to face Morningside a week from this Wednesday. Riley Rice with a 2-point bucket. It's 94-56. Pardon me, 94-54. 94-54, Dordt. Pass underneath, tipped away. Out of bounds, last touched by Doane. It'll be Dordt basketball. Checking back into the game will be Taylor Lubin, sophomore from Wahoo. Checking in is Clover as well. Clover is in. Chambers checks out with 3:30 left to go in the game. Throwing it in is Bailey Sievers. Bailey with it. Bailey comes over to Brooke Smith. Smith gets it away. Shot no good. And the shot missed by the defenders. They gather in the offensive rebound. Post-entry pass, though, taken away on the pass intended for Mackenzie Goodwin. Bounce pass into Clover. Clover against Goodwin. Now Clover back right side. Trosch, 3 minutes to go in the contest. Shot on the way from the top of the key, missed, no good. Rebound taken away by Brooke Smith. Smith with the basketball, feeds it ahead to Bailey Sievers. Sievers with it. Sievers out front. Kaylee Davis. Kaylee Davis, 3, missed, no good. Rebound, Goodwin. But a jump ball called, alternating possession. It'll be Dordt basketball. Goodwin is a sophomore from Kingsley, Iowa. Throwing the ball in for the defenders left side of the lane as we face the hoop. This will be Bailey Sievers. Willow Bleeker in the game as well for the defenders. And throwing the ball in is Sievers. Bailey gets the ball inbounded, ball deflected, picked up by Drent. Back over to Bleeker. Bleeker with the basketball. Bleeker gives it up left side, Bailey Sievers. Sievers with it in the paint, underneath Willow. Willow, layup, good. Willow Bleeker, the freshman from Sioux Center, the hometown kid, makes the 2-point bucket. It's 96-54. Doane nearly throws it away on the other end. Controlling it, though, is Keely Carson. They give it up to Rusher. Rusher in the lane, off balance shot, no good, but a foul on the play called against Bleeker. That's number 1 on her. 96-54 defenders. Checking into the game is Emma Brown. Also checking in, number 1, Maisie Melton. First free throw up and good for Rusher. Rusher with 4 points, all in the fourth period. The defenders are going to stay perfect. They'll go to 13-0, 18-1 overall, 13-0 in the conference. Doane's going to slide to 13-7 and 8-6. Kaylee Davis with the basketball out front, gets a ball screen from Goodwin. Pass comes right side, Brooke Smith. Smith with the basketball. Smith with it at the top of the key, goes left side, Bleeker. Bleeker with it. Bleeker looking out front. Bleeker picks up her dribble. Throws it inside Goodwin. Kick out pass, Willow. 3 on the way, good. Willow Bleeker with another 3. She's got 5. 99-56. Pass right side, they go underneath. Emma Brown. Brown fouled on the way up. She'll go to the free throw line. So Brooke Smith called for the personal on the post defense. Coming up, we'll have the Wireless World post-game show. That'll happen at the conclusion of today's contest. 95 seconds of playing time from now. 99-56. Brown, free throw up, good. Another one on the way. And the second free throw on the way. And this one's up and good as well. So Brown makes them both. 99-58. The Tigers scoring 21 here in the fourth quarter. Dordt scoring 26. Kaylee Davis drops it off for Goodwin. Goodwin fouled from behind, and Goodwin will go to the free throw line for a couple of free throws. See if she can get into the score column. She would be the 14th defender player to score if she can get the second free throw to go. Misses the first one. Well, it's been a good day on the Dordt campus. Seeing a lot of former basketball players, former coaches. Free throw is up. Free throw is good. Goodwin makes it. 100-58, the defenders leading. Considering the fact that I was able to work with, worked with Lynn Rhoda when I was a student. Glenn Bauma, Craig Steensma, Katie DeWitt Severson, Kyle Lindberg, Bill Harmson. I think I hit them all. A lot of good coaches in there and a lot of great players to work with as well. Fun people, fun players, and seeing a lot of them today. A lot of good memories. Hopefully some more memories to be made yet this season. Dordt leading 100-58. Pass goes left side. Drent. Taylor Drent hands it off to Brooke Smith. Bounce pass underneath, and we've got a kick called on the Tigers. Well, 3 games in a row on the road for the defenders. Always challenges when you head out of your home gym. 100-58, Dordt leading. Pass underneath Kaylee Davis. Davis layup good. The assist to Bailey Sievers. So Kaylee Davis with the 2. Dordt leading 102-58. 102-58. Tigers with the basketball. I think the only player to play so far that hasn't gotten a score is Bailey Sievers. Let's see if they work to get her a shot. 10 seconds for the Tigers. 8. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound corralled by Drent. Shot clock is off. Doesn't look like Dordt will press the issue. Probably shouldn't either. Kaylee Davis up the floor. Dordt leading 102-58. And Sievers with it. Bailey Sievers 10. Now 8. And the Dordt defenders are going to win this one by a final of 102-58. Dordt 18-1 overall, 13-0 in the conference. Doane 13-7 overall, 8-6 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Let's take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back to wrap things up on the Wireless World postgame show in 3 minutes.
This Dordt Media Network broadcast is brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction, Rob Suin, owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
And brought to you by Huber's Plumbing and Heating. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Orange City will exceed your expectations.
This broadcast also brought to you by Vision Realty. We are polished, experienced, and professional, offering excellence every step of the way. We are the vision you can trust.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery.
And brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Ployne Publishing.
Thanks to these Dordt Media Network sponsors, Ski Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether building or replacing, we have the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski Bout and see the difference. Ski Bout Window and Door.
Thanks to M&H True Value. Behind every project is a true value. Start right, start here. M&H True Value.
This Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast is brought to you by Joyner and Zwart Dentistry in Orange City, offering dentures, implants, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. And brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and the results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online at 712realty.com. Leading you home.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by NewTek. They're your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, ag, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Rental. Looking for top-notch rental equipment? Look no further than Rental in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928.
Hi, my name is Lynn Marie Tremolian.
My name is Tyler Vanderwoon.
Hi, my name is Noah Zylstra. I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
I'm from Pella, Iowa.
And I'm from Springfield, Kentucky.
One of my favorite things about the Dordt Media Network is being able to go to various Dordt sporting events throughout the year.
My favorite part of the Dordt Media Network is being able to produce a quality live stream for people to watch at home.
Thanks for watching the Dordt Media Network.
And you're watching Dordt Media Network.
Thanks for watching the Dordt Media Network.
Welcome back to the Wireless World postgame show. Today's pregame and postgame show is brought to you by Wireless World, your local Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com, and I believe we've got highlights ready to run as well. Let's go ahead with those. The People's Bank highlights. The Dordt defenders. Faith Van Hollen got things going in the second half, bottomed out a triple. It was Faith's second field goal of the ballgame. She closes with 5 points. Mac Hatcliffe tried to keep her team in it, but she was limited. Held to a season low, 10 points. She ended up fouling out of the ballgame with 5:29 left to go in the game. Bailey Beckman knocked down a couple of threes in the second half as Dordt was able to extend the lead. Bailey Beckman ends up with 12 points. Macy Nielsen got cooking as well. 2 threes in the first half, another 2 in the second half. She ends up with 12 points. And the defenders roll to the win, 102-58. The quarter scores, Dordt led 27-10 after one quarter. 49-24 at the half, outscoring Doane in that one, 22-14. Led 73-37 at the end of the third period, a 24-13 advantage there. And Dordt outscores Doane in the fourth and final quarter, 29-21. Dordt 102 points here this afternoon. Final numbers for today's game. Dordt, 36 of 59 shooting, 61%, 11 of 21 on threes, 52%, 19 of 24 free throws, 79%. Dordt a 39-23 rebounding edge. Turnovers, Dordt committed 11, Doane committed 14. For the Tigers, they shot 23 of 54 from the floor, 43%, 1 for 10 on threes, 10%, 11 of 21 from the free throw line, 52%. Dordt was led in scoring today. Man, it was balanced. 5 players in double figures, led by Jeannie Schoenhoven's 15 points. The junior post player, 6 of 7 from the floor, 3 of 4 on free throws. Carly Gustafson and Gracie Schoenhoven, 13 points apiece. Gustafson 5 of 5 from the floor, 3 of 5 on free throws. Schoenhoven 3 for 4 from the deck, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Bailey Beckman ends with 12 points. She made a couple of threes, a couple of free throws, and a couple of twos for 12 points. 12 points for Macy Nielsen, 4 of 5 from the three-point line for the Gunner. 7 for Liv Harrison, 2 for 2 from the floor, 3 for 3 on free throws. 7 for Macy Sievers, 5 for Faith Van Holland, Willow Bleeker 5, Hayden Hymanson 3, Eliana Caparis 2, Kaylee Davis 2, Brooke Smith 3, Taylor Drent 2, Mackenzie Goodwin had 1. Defenders got 7 rebounds each from Carly Gustafson and Jeannie Schoenhoven, 6 by Macy Sievers. Macy Sievers also with a game-high 8 assists, 4 assists for Hayden Hymanson, 3 for Gracie Schoenhoven. 2 steals each for Sievers. That's Macy Sievers and Carly Gustafson. 2 assists as well for Harrison. 2 steals. All totaled, Dordt, 27 of their 36 field goals were assisted. For the Doane Tigers, 13 points for Kaylee Clover. Mac Hatcliffe actually credited with 12 points, so she ties a season low. I had her for 10. Chambers had 8, Portwine had 6, Rice had 6, Rusher had 5, Troche had 6. 6 rebounds for Clover, 4 for Hatcliffe, 5 for Chambers. That is just about going to do it for our broadcast. Talked with Coach Bill Harmson before the game. I said, hey, you going to be able to make it up? And he said, you know, with everything happening this weekend with a 50-year celebration, he said, don't count on me. And it appears that he is locked up and doing having some important conversations on the floor. So we'll catch up with him next week. We've got a couple of games coming. Northwestern men leading Hastings by 12 as we take a look at the scoreboard, 74-62. And Briarcliff leads Mount Marty 63-41. With 9 minutes left to go in that game, Briarcliff up by 22. More basketball tomorrow. Sunday doubleheaders, Hastings is at Briarcliff, Midland is at Dakota Wesleyan. Monday doubleheader, Jamestown is at Mount Marty. We're back on the air Wednesday night when the Defenders travel to Yankton, South Dakota to take on the Lancers from Laddie Semple Arena. We'll have those games for you on KIHK and the Dordt Media Network, starting with our pregame coverage at about 5:45. It's a sweep for the Defenders. Final score, 108-77 in the men's game, 102-58 in the women's contest. For Nathan Brook back at the KIHK and Sioux County Radio Studios and the Dordt Media Network crew under the direction of Rich Lodewijk, I'm Mike Biker. Have a good